Yo, 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 it's Mark and Mark's Tarot. Cause you can find me in this strictly Sure you do. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Let's see. Sake. Just give me a sec here. Cool. Right. Oh, hey Vivian, how you doing? Hey Cammy. How long will I be on? Not too long. It's already 11:30 here, but I'm not gonna stay on too long. Probably maybe an hour at the most. How you been, Vivian? All good? Yes. Give me a sec. Let's see, man. Okay, I'm just finished. All right, cool. Wish I would have done that earlier, but anyway. Okay, I'm good now. I'm doing good. It's been a long day. It's been raining all day and all night yesterday and all day today. So it's kind of frustrating. And then I'd say about even just about maybe a half an hour ago, I went to walk my dog and it was still kind of like sprinkling a bit. Not nothing serious, but man, I tell you, it's been one of those days where you're like, when is this shit gonna stop? But here in Bermuda, I tell people like rain is gold here in Bermuda because here in Bermuda we build a tank first before we build our house. Underground, we build a tank, a water tank, and it can hold up to 30,000 gallons. And some tanks can hold that. Some are 10, some are 20. So we hold water underneath our houses that supply us with water for the whole year if it rains like this. and depending on how much water you use. But there's 4 people in this household, so it's me, my nephews, and my sister. And we get showers every day and wash clothes all the time. The more it rains, the more water we have, so it's constantly full. So it benefits everybody here in Bermuda to have rain a lot because our tanks are full and it's less money we have to spend to buy well water, which is not very drinkable. It is drinkable, but it's not like fresh water that comes from the sky. So here it's very beneficial for us when it rains, but sometimes it's a little bit too much. Like I saw my neighbor today and he was like, "What the hell, Mark?" I'm like, "I know, right? It's like we got too much damn water." It's like, come on, man. I'm had enough. Like, leave me alone. So I'm like, it's all good. But I don't really complain when we get rain because we need it. Like I said, we need the rain. So I'm not really complaining about it too much. But it messes up my day for work. Because I work outside a lot. You fell asleep, Ali? No problem. It's all good. You're good. I'm not going to send the police your way. It's all good. Thanks. But yeah, so that's how my day went today. It's raining there too, yeah. Well, it's still winter time, and winter time is a time where it rains, wind, and there's a lot more coming. I guarantee it. But February is usually our worst month, and it already started off with day one. So tomorrow's supposed to be a good day, like somewhat, and then Saturday and Sunday we're supposed to get rain again. So I'm like, great. Told my neighbor, I said, every time I look at the tank, it's always full now. Whereas like the last 2 years, we were always like waiting for rain to come, begging for it. And now we got too damn much. That's why they say be careful what you wish for. We've been wishing for rain to like fill up our tanks so we don't have to spend no money on it. And then we ended up getting too much. But it's all good though. We need it. So I took a nice bath, filled up my bathtub, had a nice bath with some Epsom salt. I feel a lot better today. Yeah, I'm good. All's good in the hood. My sister came back from her trip, so she was happy. She brought me back a shirt and some. She brought me back a nice Adidas shirt and Adidas um, what do you call them? Sweatpants. So she got me that. Got me a big ass chocolate, like a Cadbury's chocolate, like a huge one. Never seen one that big before. So she got me a few things. She got her son some stuff. It was nice. The flight came in on time. Everything was good. So life is good. Okay, baby, that's sure. You can go ahead and ask. That's fine. Destiny to send the moolah. Destiny is the moolah. Yeah, Cadbury is good chocolate. I have. Oh, it's way over there. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Oh yeah, I just got it actually just now. Okay, all right. I just got the donation. Thanks, Destiny, Vivian. me see what it says here. Just waiting for it to load up. Honestly, I need a new. I'm gonna get a new computer soon. 'Cause this thing is just like. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god! I'm just gonna go and get it over here. So annoying. All right. So it says she wants me to give you a mini reading. She has a few questions and is going through. So I want to donate more so she can ask. Okay, cool. All right, so Destiny's donated, and you can ask the questions you need to ask. She wants me to give you whatever you need. She's got you. See, what a great daughter. God bless Destiny. All right, Vivian, go ahead and you can ask your questions, and I'll answer you. Yeah, sure, that's no problem. It's all good. PayPal can be a pain in the ass, but it's the only way I can receive money, unfortunately. I wish I had other apps and stuff, but I can't. I don't live in the States, so living here is a pain in the ass. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. Damn, you guys have been through a lot. Same here, like, my mom and I and my family's lost a lot of close friends and family members, and my uncle's in the hospital right now. He's recovering though, but he's 87. He's like, he doesn't look too good, but he's all right though. I think he'll be fine. He doesn't even know where he is. He thinks he's home because he sees his wife. Like, so it's fucked up. I hate like dementia and shit like that. That's like what the fuck, you know? He was only 38. Remember my friend Sue? She died at 38. She will be 40 this year if she was living. 40 or 41, I can't remember. But yeah, she died 2 years ago. She was 38. She died of cancer. She's coming near every day. Yeah, so death has no age, unfortunately, you know. One thing we're guaranteed is death, no matter what age. That's why people have to keep living their life to the fullest. I try and tell people that, like, you know. And one of my childhood friends, a person I grew up with, he's like 9 years older than me. He was my brother, and him were best friends, and he committed suicide. It's going to be 1 month, 1 year next month that he committed. Actually, no, this month. This month makes 1 year he committed suicide. His anniversary is coming up of his death. And because it was the end of February, he had took his life, and in March he got buried. Yeah. So yeah, it's been tough. Yeah. And I spoke before he committed suicide. I spoke to him like 3 days before that. So that's even worse. So I'm like, wow, it's fucking bullshit. But anyway, my condolences to you, Vivian. But we can't let death like hold us back, you know what I mean? All right, so your question, you said they pulled the plug on him yesterday when he was gone and I whispered in his ear. And you wanted to know if he um heard you whisper in his ear. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure he did. Let me see if I can get like something on him. Wow. This person, this cousin of yours, he said to me he feels so relieved right now because he knows like he doesn't have to suffer anymore. Like he doesn't feel like people gave up on him. He just knew like that it had to be done. Like I feel like all in my stomach. I feel like a pain in my stomach when I feel him, like stomach pain, like he was hungry or something, or they were like, I don't know if they were feeding him by the tube or something like that. But like I feel like his stomach was hurting a lot. And I feel like oh his whole like upper half of his body was messed up. And he is like, but he says he's relieved because I felt like a big relief, you know? Yeah, stomach, man. Fuck, my stomach was hurting just now for a minute. I was like, holy shit. But it was weird because right before like I felt his pain, I felt like, a relief. Like you know how like you finally get to breathe, you come out in the cold air and you breathe like and you feel all relieved, like you're like, whew, cool, like yeah, I can breathe now. Like that's how I felt when I tapped into yeah, his stomach. He says he had like something wrong with his stomach, and he told me that he's so relieved not to be ever in pain again. Ugh, fuck, that shit made me burp. Ugh. Like I feel, yeah, he was on a ventilator, couldn't breathe. Yeah, because I get like, I'm starting to feel him. Like I can feel him because he's young. See, so he's strong. His spirit's strong because he's young. So I can feel like all in my throat, like a scratchy feeling. Like he was like his breathing was bad, yes, but like you know how you get like that chalky type of like throat feeling. Like he probably couldn't even talk. I feel like his throat was messed up as well. Like he couldn't say anything, or he wanted to say more, but his throat was messed up, or his voice was messed up, or something like that. Like he couldn't say nothing. He said he heard everybody. He said he heard all of you talk. He says he hears everything, but he couldn't say much towards the end there. Yeah, yeah. He says he couldn't talk. Yeah, but he said that the people at the hospital took good care of him. He says there was one lady. He said there was a nurse with black hair or something, and he shows me the lady, and he says this lady took care of me, and she actually prayed for him or something like that. He said to me that the women there were good to him. Like I don't know if he has like sisters or something like that, or he has like, or his mom was around him, his mom or his sisters. He said women were around him to see him off, like and he appreciates you being there, and women that were around him. I think it was like three women in particular that were around him. Could be sisters, mother, aunts, whatever. I don't know, daughters, if he had a daughter. Like I see three women around him, like hovering over him. And he says, I heard everything they said. He says there was no solution to any of his issues. Like there was no solutions. That's why they had to pull the plug on him. He said he couldn't hide from that anymore. Like it had to be done. It was almost like they made like a, how do you say that? Like when like they didn't want to do it, but they had to, and he's like he's not feeling bad. He's not feeling like against anybody, any decisions or anything like that. Like he's saying, my dog's snoring in the background, so if you hear her, like it's her. Yeah, I feel like I feel like some women meant to see him that knew him. Um, he said that people tried to resolve his issues, but they couldn't do it. Like he's healing now, like with maybe there's women in spirit that he knows. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's women in spirit. I'm trying to hear what he's trying to tell me, but his fucking damn dog snoring. She caught me off track. Um, yeah, I keep seeing like women, like there's like a woman on one side and another and two women on the other side with like brown hair, dark hair, like they're hovering over him, like two on one side and one on the other, and they're trying to talk to him and tell him things, and then like I don't know if he has like a grandma in spirit or something, but there's an older lady that's taking care of him and like trying to like they're sitting next to like a tree. Oh, his mom. All right, yeah. His grandma raised him. See, these are the women that I see around him. See, he's got significant women around him. That's why I keep seeing these women. But he says there's like three significant women around him. So his mom, his grandma. If his mom's passed, this must be the lady there then. If she had like dark hair, it's probably her. I mean, I know people get white hair afterwards or gray hair, but if her original hair was dark, like a dark brown or dark black or whatever, that's probably her. It's got straight hair. I mean, women do their hair different ways anyway, but I can see her with like straight hair and like she looks very like stern looking. Like she looks serious. She doesn't like you don't really see her smiling or anything like that. She's kind of like hurt. She could have had a stroke or something or a heart attack because she still looks stunned. That's weird. Hmm. He says to tell you that he appreciates your words, and he says he appreciates everybody who came to him, you and everybody. And he says he appreciates you coming by and he heard you and he says he appreciates you. So is your mom his aunt? Is that how it is? I'm trying to figure out what he's saying to me. Like he's talking about his auntie, but it's not you. You said he's your cousin. So what is he talking? He's talking to me about an auntie of his. A brain aneurysm. That is my mom's brother. Oh, now it makes sense, yeah. He says my aunt. That's my aunt's my auntie. Okay. He's trying to explain to me who you are. Like I'm like, I know who she is. Yeah. So yeah, that may made sense because I thought he was referring to you as his aunt, but no, your mom's his aunt. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I can't I don't I remember that a little bit, but I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, it makes sense now. I'm trying to figure out what he was trying to tell me because he says, or maybe he was trying to say that's my aunt's daughter, which is you. So he was trying to explain something to me, but I'm trying to tell him that I know you already. Hmm. So yeah, that makes sense then. So so let me get this straight. His mom and his dad is passed away, and him. Is that how it is? So all three of them are gone. Fuck. Oh, that's why he kept telling me three of us. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Three of us. And I'm trying to figure out who he's because I can see the woman and I can see another person with dark hair. And I said, I don't even know if that's a woman. I can't see because I can only see the back. And I'm like, well, he says the three of us. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Tell me what you can say, whatever. Like, so now I get it. He says it's the three of us. I thought he was telling me three people were around him, but he's trying to tell me him, his mom, his dad. Oh, holy shit! So now this makes more sense to me because that's why they relieved him and pulled the plug on him because his parents must have been like, you know what? Fuck this, you're coming with us. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Now I get it. Mm, now I get it. That's so fucked up, man. But that's how spirit is sometimes, they call you like they probably came to him and was like, look, just we'll relieve you of your pain, just come with us and just get the fuck out of here. Let's go. And that's exactly why I saw he kept saying three of us. And I'm like, now I get it. Now it makes more sense. Hmm. That's sad, baby, and I'm sorry for that. That's like people's nightmare for your mom to die, your dad to die, and then you as a son die. That's why I tell people, man, you don't even know. Some people don't realize what life is until shit like that happens. Like, that's bad, man. That's like, yeah, I'm actually feeling kind of like I'm trying not to let it get to me, but like that shit there, like really hurts my heart to know that that happens like to people, and like people are always taking life for granted and they think that, oh yeah, fuck this and this and that, blah, just acting like life is just not precious and not decent. Try having that shit happen to you, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, I have my parents alive still and my siblings and shit, but A lot of my aunts and uncles have passed away recently. But like, imagine that shit. Like, you're the son, you're 38 years old, and you see your parents die, and now you're gone at that early age. That's sad. But he's very grateful for all of you. He says that the family was united and the family was good to him. And like you said, people came to see him. He says he's very grateful for that. And he says he takes blame for some of the health issues he's had. He says, I'm not perfect. I take blame for some of the issues. So like I think he could have prevented some of the issues himself, but he at the end of the day, it seems like he was like hard on himself, like because his parents died, he was like fuck it, and he just didn't really take care of himself. Hey Destiny, I'm doing good, sweetheart. Yes, do that homework, please. I feel like he had it hard though. I feel like he was like hard on himself for the deaths in his family and you know, yeah. Like did he like drink or smoke or anything like that? Because I see him like he's trying to hide something from me, like like he's trying to hide like a the reason why he was fell into that area, like. But he admitted it. He admitted that he could have prevented some of his health issues. So if he smoked and drank, then that's probably what it is. Oh well, here you go. Because he went like this, like showing me like a cigarette and like a beer, and then he like moved it away. He goes, Mark, I'm somewhat the cause of my own health, you know. But he doesn't want to like fully admit it because he's saying to me like, which I do say it, that sometimes you can smoke and drink and live forever. It depends on your body. But he's admitting that he didn't really take care of himself like he should have. So that makes sense. But he's admitting that he didn't take care of himself as much as he could. Mm. Nah, that's cool. I don't mind. I can detach from it. But it's I like when they do show me things like that because it makes me, tap into what he had, But at first, when I first felt his relief, and then I was like, well, what the hell happened to this guy if I feel all this relief? So then he was, and then my stomach started hurting. I was like, oh, like he's see, because he's young, right? So because he's young and he passed away, like the feelings will come through because it's fresh. Like it's pretty much like when did he? You said he passed away yesterday or today, so that's why I felt it. See, yeah, they put the plug on him yesterday. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I just read it. Yeah, that's why I felt it. Yeah, that's exactly why I felt it more because it's fresh. It's. If he was dead for like 10 years, I probably wouldn't feel anything like that. But because he was yesterday, that's what happened. But he says he's very grateful for all his friends and family that sent their condolences and came to him and things like that. Like he's grateful for everybody. But I feel like he's a hardcore guy. Like I feel like he admits his faults and he's truthful. He's honest, and I feel like he's a good person. Like. I don't get nothing bad on him. For him to admit his faults, he's a good person to me. But I see him around his parents. But that's the thing. See, I see a young woman around him too, a young lady, like a young girl. Like I don't know if he had a sister or maybe they had a. Like, I'm trying to figure out who the young girl is, but she's like way younger. That's kind of. I don't know if he had like a. I don't know if he has a younger sister. If he didn't have a younger sister, then I would say that maybe it could be like either a younger sister or if he had a daughter or like the only other thing I think this could be is like maybe his mom had like a miscarriage and like the daughter was in spirit with him. Does she have really long brown hair? Trying to figure out who this is for him. Like why is he showing me that? Oh, so he does have a sister then. His sister's in her early 30s. But like he's kind of like showing me like when she was really young, like something must have happened to her when she was really young, like maybe like 6, 7, or 8, and she had long ass hair, and he was saying how he had to like help her do something, and that was like uh something that he took to the grave, like he's taken to the grave with her or something, and they have like a thing from back in the day. So he's showing me her when she was like a younger kid. Like I'll tell you, like she's got like olive skin, long brown hair, and like she's holding something in her hand, and she's like looks like she was like she had some dirt on her face or something on her face, and he was like, "I'm not gonna tell mom" or something like that. He's telling me like when they were younger. All right, Ninja, take care. Good night. I wish I can like take a screenshot and like send it to you in my brain. But like she has like some teddy bear in her hand or something, and then he says he was playing with her back in the day when they were young and all that stuff. And like he says, "I'm not gonna tell mom" or something like that. He said to her. So he's like giving me like this image of him and his sister when they used to hang out when they were younger. That's why I was like, I don't know who the young girl he's showing me. That's why I asked if he has a sister. So he's showing me like a childhood memory thing that she must have said to him before he died. Like, I always remember you when I was 8 years old, this happened or whatever. Like, there's something between them. Probably something you might not know, obviously. But she had like a pink shirt and like these blue shorts. And she has like this teddy bear in her hand. She's got long ass hair, like really long hair. So I don't know if you remember her being like 8 years old and having super long hair. That's the woman, that's the girl I see. Like he's showing me her when she was young, maybe. Could be her, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just something he wanted to tell me, about his sister. I feel sorry for her. That sucks. But now she has to deal with all that burden. So I think like he must have said something to her about, hey, look, when you were young, you know, this, and this, and whatever else. Maybe she was young when the dad or when the mom died or the dad died. Maybe that's it. And she like he must have told her like we can get through this, etc. etc. Like 'cause he shows me like an image where like she was upset. Hey Marley, what's up? How you doing, sweetheart? So yeah, he's like, you know, he's pretty much grateful for everything. Like I don't get no regrets on his end. I just think that he kind of just wants you to know that he appreciates everybody and knows what you said to him, and he appreciates everybody all in general. But he says that some of the things were like almost self-inflicted. But he's happy because he's with his mom and dad now. And I feel like there's another man next to him too. I feel like there's another man right next to him. Upchurch had me dying today. That guy, he's a lyrical genius. The last verse killed me. I've never really heard like I've heard of him and stuff, and I've listened to his music, Marley, but I haven't really like really listened to him like that. You know, yeah, he is. Yeah. So Vivian, is there anything else you want me to check for you? Because like he went like this to me. He's like, sure. He's in my top three. Yeah, I listen more to the person he dissed. Like I listen to Tom McDonald, and I like his lyrics, and I like Tom. He's like he's one of those rappers that tells the truth, but he looks horrendous. Like he looks like he's crazy, but um, like he pointed out like Upchurch was dissing him and pretty much saying he looks like Ken and Barbie. I was dying, and then in the end, he says, "You have hog on your lips, like it's his hangover gang, right?" So he says, "You got hog on your lips. Looks like you have a sausage addiction." I fucking died. I laughed so much for about like 5 minutes. I was like, you didn't do that. How the hell did you come up with that shit? Like, I would have never thought that. I always thought it was stupid, but I knew what it meant. Like. I know his gang, like Hangover Gang, so I knew what the hog meant. But he took the hog shit to another level. That I don't know how Tom's gonna come back from that shit. I don't know. I don't know. Because Tom's a lyricist too. So we'll see. I'm dying to find that out. But hey, this year is going off on a bang. It's like pure dissing and shit. Yeah, the Dennis the Menace looking shit was funny as hell too. The whole song was good. Hey Hermana, how you doing? All right, how is your rec situation gonna turn out? All right. All right, as far as the work situation, Vivian, like it doesn't look that great what I'm getting. Um, I fear I see like there's a lot of fear, a lot of like unhappiness with work and things like that. But I think that this is you, how you feel. Like you feel suspicious, you feel like things aren't gonna go the way you want it to go. But I think that because you're like a good person and a good worker, or you've probably been at this place for a while, like they know you're sincere, they know you're understanding, and they know like how you are. But I just feel like this might be you feeling like, you might not be good enough, or you're fearing some financial type of upset, or you feel like the people that you work around are not being generous or being good, or they're trying to like pull one over you. Like it could be numerous things I see here, but I do get disappointment and like just like they know you're going through some hard times and you've been through a lot, so they're like they want to be sympathetic and they want to be good to you because you're a good person and because you're reliable and stuff and you're sincere. But like I don't I mean it's hard to tell. You ask for a raise. So like you want to know if you're gonna get the raise. I think they value you a lot, but you might not get like what you really want, if that could be the case. Oh, you reported your boss to HR. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna cause problems. That's what I get then. That's much. Yeah. Is the person you reported, is are they a man? Like, is the person you reported a man, or is your HR the man? You don't feel they value anyone, right? HR is a man. So this guy suspects things already. He like already knows shit, right? See, the man is a guy who he's a guy who's like suspicious, and he's like, he's the type of guy that he'll entertain this situation, but he knows that whatever he does, someone's gonna get hurt. Someone's gonna be like offended, and someone's gonna be like, removed or dealt with. That's what I'm getting, you know. But like, I think he knows that you mean well, and the report was like genuine on your end. But I still get that this guy, the HR guy, like I still think that he's like he doesn't want to deal with this. Like because even though you reported her, I don't think like he wants to really deal with it because of who she is. Like Like he don't want to undermine her, I think. Yeah, I feel like you'll get the raise, but it's gonna cause like some issues. Like this month or next month, you'll get the raise. Like they'll give you something. They'll give you more. Um, because you put in the effort. I know you probably might think that they don't, value you, but I still feel like they do. I feel like there's a conflict of interest here as well. But I do feel like the man is gonna be like, yes, you deserve a raise, yada yada yada, and he's gonna give it to you in the next 6 weeks. In the next 6 weeks to 2 months, you'll get it. But he sees the deception going on between the boss, and he knows your boss takes advantage of people, and he knows that. And I think that he's really gonna be like he knows if he make he knows that whatever decision he makes, it's gonna cause issues. Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you. And see, that's the thing. If 5 people quit in 2 months, right? That's why they need to secure you, if that makes sense. Like if your job is important and you're important and been at this place for a while, then I would say that they're gonna try and their best to keep you because they don't want you to quit. But if when your head HR like get you the you're waiting to get. I don't know. I don't think you are, but I mean, why wait to get fired? Just leave. If you want to. Well, I get I'll be honest, Vivian. I get mixed things, but you know, I do get that. They do take advantage of people, and they do make mistakes, and they do see shit and they do have adversity and conflicts and turmoil and stuff. But I do feel like they're gonna keep you and give you your raise. Like I feel like they'll eventually give it to you if you're willing to stay there. But I would say you won't even have to make any effort. I feel like you've said your piece and then that's it. But I because you're like you said that, like you don't talk to your boss, you're waiting to get fired. Those are the cards I saw when I first checked. Because I get like the unhappiness, the disappointment, you feeling like, you know, they don't care, but they do feel like you're a possible asset to them. So I don't really get that they're gonna fire you unless you say, hey, fuck you all and kiss my ass and then give them a reason to actually fire you. Um, so that's different. That's free will. But I think that, this month and next month things will change. But then you have to ask yourself this: is more money gonna make you happy working at a place that you already don't like? So that's the thing. So I feel like these people don't want you to go and they'll give you more money, but nothing's going to change. Like you still might have turmoil and, a boss that's vengeful and, trouble and making decisions and things like that. So It's like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I got in the cards. Let me see something real quick. I got spirit in my ears. So I just want to confirm what I'm getting. Just like I thought. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like your boss is a super bitch and the HR don't even like her either. I feel like they get along, but deep down inside, he don't like her. Like they get along for work's sake, but like he don't like her at all. Like she's a bitch. I got the Queen of Swords reversed. And that to me is like Queen bitch. Like someone who nobody likes, or like he just keeps a piece of her because they gotta work or they deal with work. But like he actually wishes that she would go. Like I keep getting like vengeful shit. So that's not good. But I thought I'd ask, like, well, we all can be like that at one point. Well, there you go. See, that's my favorite saying. I'm not the one. But this is the time to speak up, and time to deal with things. Yeah, and that's the thing. So I feel like the HR is on your side, if that makes sense. Hmm. Yeah. I also feel like your HR looks at you as somebody who, has differences of opinion, and you're not happy, and he knows that you put in, effort, and he knows you do your job. Um, he knows what you do is you persevere, you do what you have to do, but he doesn't he knows that you're not gonna let nobody do something to you, like take advantage of you in any way. So I think he knows, you know, what you're about. I think he was anticipating all of this eventually. I think he knew you were gonna come to him eventually, where he knows the whole situation. Hmm. Yeah. I see, you know, that I see that like he has some type of thing like where he kind of knows what's happening. So I think to keep you happy and quiet, they're gonna like meet your needs. So you put him in like a headlock type of thing. But I would say like this isn't set in stone. Like I don't feel like, I can't guarantee it's gonna happen, right? There's no guarantee in life except death. But what I'm trying to say is from looking at the cards, they have the biggest decision to make, which is if they don't give you a raise and get rid of you, you might be the whistleblower. And they said then they probably know that you don't have a problem doing that, which you pretty much admitted, you know. So they'd rather give you a raise, keep you quiet, keep you happy, and that's it. So it looks like you might get your way, but I think it's still their final decision on what they really want to do, you know? So yeah, looks like you got him in a headlock, Vivian. So hey, do what you have to do. That's what I say. But I think that, it's a 50-50 chance that things will roll in your favor. But I do see like, yeah, yeah, I can see like there's a lot of bullshit there, but it looks like the guy's gonna cooperate though. Like he's gonna like keep you quiet, keep you happy. But that's right now. Right now, that's what I see. But whether or not it happens, is yet to be determined. Yeah, I'm psychic on Thursdays, like things overcome me on Thursdays. Like this happens. I said that yesterday too, and the day before, and the day before that. Yeah, I guess I'm good, but I have spirit to thank. I can't take all the credit. I never do. I don't like to take all the credit. But thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm psychic on Thursdays. You didn't know that, Marley? Yeah, every day, all day. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm psychic on Thursdays and Wednesdays, Friday. Tomorrow I'll be psychic again. Just come see me. I'll be psychic on Fridays. Yeah, every damn day. Yeah. I say that shit to make everybody laugh. You know. But I have spirit to thank. It's not just me. I just know how to interpret it all. That's all. I've been doing this so fucking long now, so it's like a part of me, part of my life. But I have to thank spirit every day for that. They give me the knowledge. They're in my fucking ear all day. I'm like, yes, man, I hear you. Okay, fuck. All right, yes, okay, I'll tell him. Yes, okay, I'll tell them. Yes, I'll tell them. All right, okay. Okay, you don't have to show me. Okay, yes, okay. It's all good though. But yeah, Vivian, you'll be all right. You'll be fine. Everything's gonna work out. Just stay firm and stay like, focused on what you have to do. That's all. Like at the end of the day, they know that what you're saying is the truth. That's why I got the Queen of Wands, because that's what the Queen of Wands stands for. She stands for truth, and she's firm because she has the wand. So she's like, look, I'm nice and I'm sincere and I'm trustworthy, but if you act up, I'm gonna take this fucking wand and I'm gonna turn into the Queen of Wands reversed. That's when I'm gonna hit you over your fucking head. So remember, like all the people in the tarot always have something in their hand. And everything they have in their hand, when they're reversed, they use it. See? That's how you gotta look at it. You heard it from me first. Oh, I know he's pissed. I know. he actually feels like he's being seduced. He feels like he's being seduced by people, maybe you or others, you know? He's like, they got me now. Fuck. Shit. Damn, Vivian. She got me. Go for it, Vivian. You go, girl. You do your thing. You've been through pure bullshit. And let me tell you something, Vivian. And I'll tell everybody, but Vivian, let me tell you something. You've lost a lot of people in spirit, right? And those people help you. Believe it or not, they all help you. Even your doggy, your all the people that have passed away, they're all helping you. Even your pets, they all help. Like make you speak, talk, and make you um have that perseverance and that fortitude and that if you cause turmoil, then they will give you the vengeance like for the turmoil. Like, you know what I mean? Like they they know what time it is. They make shit happen. And that's one of the reasons why when I do this, you know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. And that's why I'm like reassuring you that it's true. What you believe is true. It happens, you know. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's exactly what happens. Like, that's who I am. That's what I am. I'm the voice for spirit. And when they feel like I need to say something, whether it's to hurt you or to make it better, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come out regardless. And let me tell you, like after all these years and all the people that I know that have passed away that have my back, and see, they know spirit sees and hears what you don't. And you think they don't know what you're saying and what you're thinking. They fucking know. And when you're doing the right things, they help you even more. They reward you. They're like, you know what? So happy that Mark said that shit. I'm so happy that Mark is here. Mark's doing this, and let me reward him. You know what the craziest thing that happens to me now? And I know it's like some little minor shit, but to me it's hilarious. And I'll tell you guys this what happens to me lately. Now, everybody in here, I'm sure you drive a car, right? And I know for a fact that everybody's always trying to find a parking space, at least something close by to the place that we want to be, a parking space that is near the place we want to walk to, or like you're like circling around saying, where the fuck am I gonna park? Right? And here in Bermuda, it's getting worse. Like where it's like there's barely any parking, everywhere it's like packed, and it's annoying. But you have to pay for everywhere you go to park, unless where the places you don't pay, they're further away, so you gotta walk like all this distance to go to where you need to go. So in the city, right? Every fucking time I go to the city for the past year, I never used to find a park, right? I used to be like, fuck this place. I'm not parking here. Or I would purposely park further because there was no other parks, and I just walk because I like to walk anyway, right? It was exercise to me. But I would say the last couple months, it doesn't matter when, where, or what time I go. I find a park everywhere I fucking go now. And I find that like the weirdest shit in the world. And I know that's something little. It's something that probably be like, yeah, whatever. But to me, it's like, how the fuck does that happen? Oh, hell yeah. You better believe I do. That's the first thing I do, baby. I'm like, you guys really gave me this fucking parking spot right outside this place? Right. So like, you know what would happen, Marley? Is like I'm pulling up, like I can see the place like 50 feet in front of me where I want to go to. And honest to God, I'll be at the stoplight and I'll be like, fuck, where can I park? Hopefully there's got to park further up. Now while I'm at the stoplight, somebody's indicating and coming out of a park, and then I go into that park. That's how fucking outrageously weird it is. And my sister sometimes comes with me in my car, right? Or I'm in her car. And she's like, "You fucking psychic bastard. How the hell do you get a park? I come here all the time and I never get a park. And I go with you and I get a fucking park every time I'm with you. If not, I gotta walk like a mile to get to this fucking place. I'm going with you every time. You're a fucking bastard. How the fuck do you get these parks? This is bullshit." Like she's so pissed, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Like it's so fucking weird. It's like spirit moves shit for me. Like they're constantly rewarding me now. And it's just like the weirdest. Like it's just like I can't even explain it. Look, today, I'll give you an example. Today, and I told everybody this my earlier live. It was fucking pouring all day. So I left here at 3:15 to go pick up my nephews at 3:30. So there's never a park there. But I always get a park no matter what. And my nephews are like, "What the fuck?" Mommy will go around the block like 3 times, or you could see people like going round and round because they can't get a park. Honest to God, when I got there today, my nephew texts me, goes, "Hey bro, you here yet?" And I'm like, "I'm right around the corner." So as soon as I came around the corner, a car backed up, pulled out, and I went like this and went across the road and parked in the parking spot. And they both shook their head and was like, "That was perfect time." And I was like, I don't even know what to say. All I in my mind, I'm like, "Thank you, God. I appreciate you." And then you know what happened? I take my nephews at 5 o'clock. I came home, they got changed, they went to basketball practice. And they played a game today and they won. And when I took them to practice and I picked them up, and my sister texts me and says, "Hey, are you picking up the boys? I'm at the airport. I'm still waiting for the fucking luggage to come." And I was like, "Well, I'm here now. I'm picking them. I have them in the car right now. I'm going to come there and I'm going to pick you up. Don't take a taxi. I'll come there." And honest to God, before I got to the airport, like the last turn, she texts and says, "I'm outside now." And when I pulled up, she was like, "I literally just got there." Like right 1 minute after she came outside. Like what the fuck is that? How does that even happen? It baffles my mind how that shit happens. Like it's like I was there, bang, 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 bang. And it's like, holy fuck. Like how does fuck does that even happen? And it never happened before. But it's like it happens a lot now. Yeah, it's synchronized timing, but it's beyond that to me. It's like I know like spirit works for us, but like that shit is like that's like king treatment. Like I feel like I'm special sometimes. Like I feel like this can't be like real. This can't be like I still like I don't doubt it because I know what it is, but it's like really like you guys really treat me like this. Like you're giving me like you're making everything like fall into place. And the reason why they're probably doing it, yeah, I believe that, Marley. I do. I really do believe that, and I know that's what it is. But it's still like it humbles me a lot. You know, it makes me sometimes like really understand that if I did this a long time ago, then maybe life would be even better. But then I say to myself, "Oh, what's better than now, the present time?" So it still baffles my mind. It still makes me think like how weird it is. But I know that the more people that you know that pass away that love you, I feel like the more powerful your army and spirit is, and the more you get, the more rewards you get, the more energy gets put towards you, because it's like an extra person to do extra shit. So you think about it this way: if I have a business and I have 3 people, but business gets better, I need 3 more people, so I need 6. So think about it this way. This is how I analyzed it today. I have my own business and I work for myself and by myself. I used to have 3 guys working for me, but I got rid of all of them because they're lazy and they're pieces of shit. So I ended up doing just a little bit. I just do enough work for me, right? In my maintenance and electrical business. And then I'm on here as well by myself. So 2 of my aunts died 4 years ago. One of my good friends died last year, right? And a lot of people I know have passed away, like friends of mine, people that I know. Um, my auntie died last year in May. I helped her before she died. I helped her like with psychic stuff. Like I did some cleansing for her and did all this stuff for her. And her husband, my uncle always, liked me because I speak Portuguese a lot. So they always thought that, somebody who wasn't born in Portugal and speaks fluently like me, they found it fascinating to them. They said they were so happy to see me talk like that. So I feel like every time someone dies in my family, or every time somebody dies that I know, it's like it gives me more power, if that makes sense. See what I'm saying? It gives me more power. It gives me more reward. It gives me more, like, everything. Even when I do mediumship now, it's like clockwork. It's like bang, 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 bang. It's like it's more and more and more. So like I feel like the more people that have passed away in my life, the stronger I get. And that's like it blows my mind how that's even possible. But you know what it is like you said, Vivian, here, you said make sure to say thank you. And that's my biggest thing. I always say thank you to them every single day. When I get that damn park, I say thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Spirit, for putting this fucking park right here so I don't have to go and walk all over the fucking place in the rain. Just like today, I'm doing a good deed. I helped. I took care of my nephews for fucking 6 days while my sister was away on a business trip. My oldest nephew, the 16-year-old one, not he's not my oldest, but he's the oldest one here. He walked up to me with his arms wide open and he hugged me. He says, "Thanks, bro, for taking care of us these past few days while mommy was away." That's what he said to me. He gave me a huge hug and he says, "Thanks, bro, for taking care of us. You did a lot for us." And like, that it made me feel good. But we were laughing and we were cool. But to get that embrace, from a teenage boy, my nephew, because I'm like a father to them, like, and their father's gone now. He's a fucking dickhead. So it's like all these things that I've done, I do not to get a reward. You see what I mean? Like I don't do it for reward. I don't do it for recognition. I do it because it's me. That's what I do anyway. I want to be a good brother. I want to be a good uncle. I want to be a good son. I want to be a good person. But like I don't say, okay, well, if I do all of these good things, then God's gonna reward me. Like I don't talk like that. I don't think like that. I don't act like that. Like I don't expect, you know, to be rewarded. But when it happens, I'm like, it's more of like, yes, I got a reward. I got to keep being nice. It's not like that for me. It's like I look at it as this is fucking crazy, but cool at the same time, but also crazy because, and I don't want more people to die, like, but the more people that die that I know, the more power I get. That's how I feel. And I feel like everybody in this room can have the same feeling and the same like power. So like my point of this whole thing is, even if people die that you love and you care about, whether it's a pet, family member, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just remember that if you acknowledge that person, that's your reward just by acknowledging them. Because there's a saying that people say, you love me when I was here, but when I'm gone, you don't care. Because when you go to that funeral, you pretty much say, oh, well, I ain't got to worry about them no more. And you just live your life and you don't even care about that person no more. That's some people, right? And that's usually what happens. You go to their funeral and it's like, yeah, bye, love you, and that's it. And they're gone. And then people think that they can't speak to that person no more because they're in that box. They're underneath the ground. But that's not true. That's their physical presence. So their spiritual presence, you can talk to them immediately. Just like your cousin. I just read him just now and he's gone for 24 hours. You see? And then you have these idiots out there talking about, oh, you have to cross over these people in order to talk to them. No, you fucking don't. Because I prove it already that you don't have to do that. Because the only people that can cross them over is the people are in spirit now. So his mother and father crossed him over immediately. And they had already prepared to cross him over. That's not my job. My job is not to cross people over. Who the fuck am I to cross you over? You know what I'm saying? That ain't my job. My job is to be the channel to get the message to you. So it doesn't matter if you die today, tomorrow, 10 years, or whatever. I'm still going to be able to talk to you. It's on you. You have to want to speak to me. So that's why I tell people I don't agree with the crossing over before I talk to you. You know? Oh yeah, they definitely hear you. That's for sure. Yeah, I agree, Vivian. But it's like I wish people will understand like more how spirit is and how it works. Because a lot of people are wrong when they say like, oh, that type of shit. I feel like some people need to be crossed over, yes. But I feel like that's not my job. It never gonna be my job. Because I don't have to do that. That's God. That's something that God has to do. That's something that your superiors have to deal with. People in spirit have to cross you over there because that's where you're going. But I feel like your spirit already gets crossed over the minute you die. But some people will battle me on that or say that, that doesn't work like that. Or in their delusional minds, they probably thought that they crossed the person over and really they didn't because it's already been done. But some people have the gift to do it, I'm sure, but that's out of my league. Because I don't believe in that stuff. So, you know, there's so many things, but getting back to like the synchronicities and all those things, that shit happens like more and more and more and more and more every day. It's just like clockwork. It's so crazy. But the simplest things like a parking space, it's like, is that like, some people will probably listen to that and be like, who fucking cares? You just got lucky. But what if I never got lucky before? So how am I getting lucky now? And is it really luck? Or is it like spirit saying we're gonna make sure we put you in the right place at the right time? Because that's what we're gonna do for you. Because you're living the life you're supposed to live. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Is it really that? We can question all these things all day and all fucking night. You know? Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe it run it. I don't know anybody in my family that does psychic stuff, but I feel like it doesn't. I feel like nothing has to run in your family. I feel like if you want to do something, you can do it. You know, it's just like me. Like me and my youngest sister, we love to play sports, but my older brother and sister didn't play sports. My dad likes sports. My mom don't. So out of six of us, three of us do and three of us don't. So to say sports runs in my family, it doesn't. As far as playing sports. And then psychic stuff, nobody in my family really, they know of it and deal with it, but they don't know that I am. Just my sister and my two nephews. But like I said, I don't really like, it's not really running. It doesn't run in my family. But I don't care. But I feel like everybody has a gift. Um, I feel like anybody who could touch a deck of cards and learn how to interpret them has a gift. Just interpreting cards and pulling them for people is a gift. You don't have to be psychic to read cards, and you don't have to be, a card reader to be psychic. I just feel like if you're open to it, then they'll give it to you because that's what happened to me. I knew I was a medium, but I refused to do it because I didn't want to talk to no dead people and spirits and bullshit because I thought it was bullshit. I thought I was just hearing voices and I was fucking high or something. But now that I'm not high no more, I hear it. So I knew it wasn't me being high. I knew it's real now. That's why I stopped smoking and drinking and shit 6, 7 years ago. So I can make sure I wasn't hallucinating and fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, when I was smoking weed and shit, or like had a few beers, I would hear more. Like I'd be like, "This is bullshit, man. I'm just fucking hallucinating. I'm just like want to hear this shit. Like, I don't care. I ain't listening to this. I'm just gonna go sleep." And then when I stopped and I started hearing more and feeling more, I'm like, "Oh boy, maybe I should go back to smoking again. Fuck, I don't want to do this shit. Why is these people bothering me, or why are they telling me shit?" And then, bang, here I am. So how did I know? I just hear shit and just say what I hear, like I did with you just now and have been doing with everybody else. I just hear things and just tell people. Sometimes I don't like to tell nobody nothing, but it's a part of my life and I accepted it. And I feel like a lot of people have my gift too. And a lot of people do hear and see things and feel things, but the problem is they doubt themselves too much, or they don't want to be wrong, or they don't want to figure out how they can be right or how they can figure out what spirit's telling them. Like pretty much like what I did with you just now. Like I had to figure out what he was telling me. So when I figured it out, it all made sense. But see, I have to you know, really, really carefully listen to him and really, really like analyze everything. And sometimes I'll pull cards to get like confirmation or like to get a translation. Sometimes I'll do it just to be like, oh yeah, I knew I was hearing that shit, or I knew that was it. And sometimes I don't need no cards at all. Like, but I love shuffling and doing cards and interpreting them. So it's good to have multiple ways to answer things. But lately this last year and going into this year, it's been like I just shake my head and be like, no fucking way. this just didn't happen to me just now. This can't be real. You know, I've had a few people come in here the last few months and gotten readings from me, like mediumship readings, and or if I go into somebody's room and give them a message or something, like afterwards, I'm like, I've been listening to this shit my whole life, like for 20 something years, like, and I say to myself, like, am I doing it now? Like, because it feels better, I know I'm doing it at the right time. So I don't regret not doing it 20 years ago because I feel like I wasn't ready, and I can openly admit that I wasn't ready because I feel like doing this type of work, I can't smoke, I can't drink, can't smoke weed or smoke dirty cigarettes. I can't do that shit. Like to me, I personally feel some people can, but me, I personally feel like I don't want to. Like I feel like I want to be clean all the way around to get like I want to be pure in order to get pure energy, if that makes sense. You know? So that's how I feel and have felt for the past few years. That because I gave up something bad, because cigarettes, weed, and alcohol is bad. There's no other way to say it. It is bad for you all around, right? So is food. So is, certain things we put in our body. Yes, obviously nothing's perfect. But for me to have a clear head and a clear mind to do this, that's how I felt I had to go by it, go about doing it. So that's just how I feel. But I don't like care if people smoke or drink or have, get high or fuck. I don't give a shit. You do whatever you want with your life. I can't condemn somebody for the shit that I used to do. But to me, in order to be like a good, clear energy reading medium or psychic, whatever, or even remember what the card meanings are, I felt like I had to be completely away from those things. So, and I feel like because I made that sacrifice, I feel like spirit rewards me more now and says, you know what? Good job, buddy. We're proud of you. We're gonna give you that parking spot over there. They're gonna be like, we're gonna give you this parking spot right here. We're gonna make sure you got enough money to live. We're gonna make sure that when you go to that store, you get a fucking discount. Uh, we're gonna make sure that the people come in your room, they make you laugh. They're cool with you. They're gonna, not aggravate you. Everybody's your friend. We're all gonna make everything happy. That's how I feel like if I ask spirit or God for something, like they give it to me. Now I can't sit, hey love and life, how you doing? Yes, thirsty Thursdays, I need a damn drink of water, I mean, It's going good. I'm here shooting this shit as usual. Hey Destiny. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got that spring water. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. Flushing out my system. Make sure the devil don't get in. Yeah, it is the little things. But I think it's fascinating. I think it's beyond real. I think it's beyond anything I've ever imagined feeling. And I feel like whatever I like when I say I ask spirit and God for something and I get it, I only get what I need, not what I want. So if I say, please God, let my team in today. If you let my team in today, I'll be so fucking happy. I mean, sometimes I do that because I really want my team to win, right? Especially if it's an important game. But if they don't win, I'm not going to be like, yeah, see, this is bullshit. God don't love me. Spirit don't care about me and my team. They should make my team in all the time. Like, that's just petty fucking dumb shit, right? But like, if I say, Like I said, when my sister went away on Saturday and she came back today, I prayed for her every day. I said, please God, let my sister be safe in Amsterdam. Please let her have a great trip. Please don't let nothing bad happen to her. She deserves this. Protect her, keep her safe. She's by herself with her bosses, and I want her to be successful. I want her to be happy. And when she like voice noted me like the second day, like I was like, I'm so happy, Mark. I can't believe, all this shit's happening to me. Like this the best job ever. I've only been here for 3 months and I'm already on a business trip. My bosses and I get along. Everything's going right. I said, all you have to do is get rid of the devil. And I told you get rid of your husband a long fucking time ago. He's a piece of shit. So ever since she got rid of him, her life changed. All for the better. So that's what I've been preaching on here for 4 years straight. I've been preaching to everybody. As soon as you get rid of negativity or a negative person in your life, everything changes for you. Everything. You'll get blessed for getting rid of negativity. You'll get blessed for being away from the devil, And people think that shit's bullshit, but it's true, you know. And that's what I told my sister. I say, you know why all this is happening? Because you made the choice. You made the better choice. And I told you it was gonna happen, but you just didn't fucking listen. You know? And it all worked out. Yeah, destiny's right. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy too. I'm happy for my sister. I've never seen her so fucking happy in my life. And she tells me all the time I should have done it a long time ago. I said no. I said, you did it at the right time. The boys are older. I'm free to like help you. Everybody's got your back. And she's had so much support. It's been amazing. Like her life has changed. And like that's the thing. Like I don't hate on her. And she's been getting lucky lately and shit. Like all these good things have been ever since my auntie passed away, everything's changed. Like back in May, my aunt passed away, and my aunt was very close. She's the godmother of my sister. And I helped her, and my mom helped her and my dad and stuff. And like so in spirit, she feels like probably, I'm gonna help them like get over all this bullshit. And that's what happens. Well, that's up to you. But my sister is a prime example of somebody who got rid of a narcissistic husband and a shit father to the kids. But my brother 5 years ago, he got his wife cheated on him, and the first thing her son said was, "We're not gonna miss her. We're not gonna miss her fucking irritating laugh. We're not gonna miss her lies. We're not gonna miss her nastiness, and what she's done to us is unforgivable." And after 5 years of being divorced, she tried to come back into both her sons' lives because she finally got a new car. So she has transportation to come see them. Bitch, you had a car all this time. And you told them to their faces that, oh, now that you're 19 and now that you're going 18, I don't have to pay for you no more. Bitch, you weren't paying all this time. What the fuck is $75 for a week for a grown fucking man? 15 for the past 5 years. Those boys are 14 and fucking 12. What the fuck? You think $75 a week is gonna help? Fuck out of here, woman. Worthless hoe. I tell people like there's so many worthless moms and dads and partners. It's absolutely pathetic. And unfortunately, people have children and don't deserve them. But you know what? The ones that have single parents are usually the strongest and the best ones that turn out like that, in a lot of situations. So You know, both my siblings got divorces. My oldest sister, we thought she was gonna get a divorce because her and her husband was always fighting. But they're together still, and I really don't care about them. I don't really speak to them. But um, and then there's me. I've never been married, and I don't have no kids, and I'll probably keep it that way for a long time until I find a miracle. But anyway, if I don't, I don't really care. So, like I said, some people don't want to change their lives. Some people do want to change their lives. Some people think it's better without the person that they're with. And some people like think that, oh, some people think, oh, if I stay with this, my significant other, I do it for the kids. Or if I get a divorce, I'm going to hell. No, you're not fucking going nowhere. God makes that choice. If you want to better your life, God will be happy for you for getting rid of the devil. If you're married to the devil, or you had kids with the devil, or you're living with one, and God don't want you to be like that. God wants you to like move on. You know what I'm saying? Have I lost weight? I've lost my mind probably. I think I have. I don't know. I haven't been on the scale. Last time I went on the scale, it said to be continued. So I don't go in there no more. No, I'm just teasing. Yeah, I'm trying to. My weight fluctuates. Sometimes I lose, sometimes I gain. It all depends. But yeah, I feel like I've lost some. It's probably because I shaved, so I look, decent. Oh yeah, yeah. I have the best comebacks. I'm the goat of comebacks. Nobody can get me. That's why I don't have no trolls no more. They're like, yeah, this guy, man, I can't get him. I'm going. My damn dog's back here. Look, she's she's over here snoring her ass off. She has the best life in the world. Eat, sleep, and shit and snore. Must be nice. Is that right? Okay. Anyway, it's 1:11 here. 111. Look at that. I just looked at the time. I said, what time is it anyway? See that? What can I say? I just looked up at the thing and said 111. I don't know. I don't know what more I have to say or see or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna get my ass to bed. I love talking to you guys. I'm glad I can come on here and talk shit and have fun with you guys and talk reality and talk life and have fun and be serious at the same time. Yes, I'm sometimes I'm too honest, I think. But you should have asked if you're ever gonna get married. What you mean married again? Or get married, period. So you're not married right now, Vivian? What do you mean I should have asked you if I'm ever gonna get married? Can you get a card, Love and Life? Yeah, sure, I'll give you a card. I'll give you a card before I go. If you guys want a card before I go, I'll give you one. It's cool. Married, period? Oh shit. Sorry, you don't want to get married. That's one of my biggest dreams was to get married and have kids, but it hasn't happened yet. But that's always been my thing. I've always wanted to. Not because everybody says, it's good to do it or it's, you don't know life until you do it, but it's something I've always wanted. But I'm at the age now. I go 47 next Tuesday. So at this age, I really don't give a shit. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the weird thing is one of my friends, he's 50 years old, and he just had his first child with his 30 something year old wife or whatever. So, he said to me, "Look, man, there's hope." And I'm like, "Hope?" I said, "Fuck, you're 50 years old. You just had your first kid." He goes, "Yeah, so what?" He goes, "I finally got my wish." I was like, "Yeah, well, maybe that would be me when I'm 50, I guess." For a guy, it's not really that bad. It's just the woman has to be, young enough to have the child. But they say some women have children in their 40s and they're perfectly fine. So, and I don't have to have kids. I have 6 nephews, so I'm good. I hope so, Vivian. I'm probably more ready for it now than I ever have, but I just don't want nobody from my past. Like I want somebody I've never been around or with. Like the past ones, I want nothing to do with them because the past ones are the ones that keep coming back, and I don't want them. I'm like, no, go away. Everybody tells me I need to come to Cali. If I go to California, I might not come back. I have family out there that I want to visit. So I want to go to California, and half the people that come in here are from there. So if I go to California, I'm going to get scooped up. I'm probably going to end up finding somebody out there. But California is so far away from Bermuda. You guys are on the other part of the United States. It's too damn far away. All right, love and life. Your card is Heaven is All Around Me. And this card says, heaven is a point of view, a state of mind. Heaven is where I feel communion of love with with everything in existence. Heaven is a point of view, a state of mind. Heaven is where I feel a communion of love with everything in existence. Oh, you think it's expensive there? It's more expensive here. I can guarantee you that. Bermuda is top 3 at most expensive places in the world. We were at top 3. I don't know if we're less than that or more than that now, but we were. Last year, we were top 3 most expensive places in the world to live. And I know California is expensive. I know that. But everywhere is expensive right now because of inflation and COVID and all the bullshit that man has created again. So, but Bermuda is super expensive. Trust me, it's not good. And gas gas and diesel have gone up significantly. Oh hell no! I always believe. The more I believe, the more I receive. That's what I just finished talking about. Yeah. You're welcome, love and life. No problem. Yeah, life is expensive. You're absolutely right. Life is expensive. I'll explain it to you like this. You're born. Your parents got to spend money on you to feed you, clothe you, to put everything on you until you find a job and you're independent. You can do whatever you want. Then you go from there. Or you go to college, you go to school, you go to private school, they got to pay for that. You go to college, they got to pay for that. Sometimes you got to pay for it. Right? So life is expensive. And then when you finally get your education, you might not be able to find a job because you're overqualified. So life is just a pain in the ass, but life is I wouldn't like the thing is with me, my saying and my motto is this: life, don't blame life, blame the way you live it. So if you live a shitty life, it's your fault. But if you live the life you really want to, then you'll be fine. And that's a life like if you don't have a lot of money, and you don't make a lot of money, then don't spend all your fucking money. It's that simple. If you have a shitty job, go get a better one. Get off your ass and get it done, or else your ass is gonna turn flat from you sitting on it all fucking day doing nothing. Like me, before I turned 30, I was 29 and I was frustrated because I'm sick and tired of making my bosses rich, and I'm sick and tired of climbing the ladder and making everybody else rich and not making enough money, making bullshit 20 something bucks an hour. So I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna buy a car. I'm gonna buy some tools. No, I'm never throwing rocks at you, Vivian. I don't throw rocks at none of you guys. No. I'll never do that. So that's exactly what I did. I started my own business. I took the knowledge that I learned from everybody. I dropped out of school when I was 17. I'm a high school dropout, never went to college. I have my own business for the past 16 years, going on 17. I do this as well. I have many talents. I do a lot of shit because I didn't sit on my ass doing fucking nothing. I bust my ass and worked hard. And I'm feeling my blows right now because I'm older. But I'm still working. I'm still doing my thing. And I'm being rewarded for it. But everybody can change their life. You just don't want to. Or you feel like, oh, I hate when people complain that their lives are shitty and I have no luck. If you keep preaching that, then Spirit's going to be like, hold on, let me play the violin for you. Keep fucking complaining. Get off your fucking ass. That's exactly what you got to do. You know, you got to make your life better. Like shit ain't going to just fall out of the sky for you. Like people gotta realize, like, if you want a better life, you gotta fucking make your life better. When shit's fucked up, you gotta say, okay, what do I have to do? What do I really want to do in my life? What am I good at? Besides talking shit or sitting on my ass. See what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why you requested a raise, because you know your value, you know your worth. When I asked for a raise, my boss would say, get up on the ladder and walk up there. That's your raise. And I'd be like, okay, I'm taking that ladder and putting it on my van and see you later. That's exactly what I did. And they all hate me. Welcome. That's what I say. But yeah, I try my best. I try my best to make everything happen. That's all that matters. Take care of my mom and dad. Take care of myself, my dog, my sister, my nephews. Take care of you guys. You take care of me. We're all a big family. You know. Oh yeah, I will have a ladder match. You know the ladder matches in wrestling. I felt like doing that to some of my bosses. Yes. But now I'm my favorite boss. My boss is me. I run my own life. I work when I fucking want to. I'm gonna sit on my ass when I want to. I'm gonna work when I want to. And that's exactly how I live my life now. The way I've always wanted to. Make good money, work for myself, do what I have to do, have a good reputation, a good character, be honest, and just live my life. And now Spirit just says, wave their magic wand. Okay, Mark, we're gonna give you that parking spot right there. You need work? Okay, we'll give you some work. Boom. You need money? Okay, we'll give you some money. Oh yeah, health is okay. We'll make you healthy. That's exactly what they do now. It's like I just live every day and just like not worry about too much. And if I do have something to worry about, I'll just start praying and just be like, hey, what can you do? Give me some type of sign, signal, something. And usually it'll happen. All right, love and life. God bless you too. Good night. You're welcome and thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I said it like 20 minutes ago, but I really need to go sleep. I need to get my ass out of here because my ass is hurting from sitting on this fucking chair for 2 hours. But you all have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you, I will be here tomorrow night. I'm trying to come on every night. I really try and put in the effort to come on here every night and you know, talk to you guys, messages, readings, whatever. I'm just here shooting the shit. I was saying yesterday that I'm gonna start a podcast soon, probably next month, and where I'm going to not do readings. I'm gonna do readings on certain days, but I'm gonna have like one night dedicated to a podcast where we can actually, not pull no cards and just talk and about life and about situations. Everybody can put in there or ask me questions or what our opinions are on certain life situations. Talk about shit and have fun. We can talk about anything, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm gonna start that probably next month. I'm probably gonna do it like on Saturday nights, something like that, or Friday night or Saturday night. Probably do it then, talk some shit and have some fun. We'll see. Yeah, I want to start that next month sometime. Like do it once a week and just have a good time talking shit. I need to get some equipment, some stuff, a better chair, all that type of shit. All right, good night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I should be here tomorrow night at some point in time. Hopefully not too late. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. God willing. Have a great Friday, and have a great weekend if I don't see you.